Imagine you invested $300 in a liquidity pool and after 30 days it is worth $250 including the incentives that you got for providing the liquidity. Now this weird reduction in the invested value is termed as impermanent loss, and it happens due to the lack of correlation between the pairs that you choose for the liquidity. Welcome to 5x Crypto. We are a crypto awareness channel and our aim is to 5x your crypto knowledge. In this video, we will see 5 different ways to avoid impermanent loss. And I'm quite sure that third way will make your life easy with providing liquidity. The first way to avoid impermanent loss is by not entering into a pool blindly. If you have been just selecting any particular pool and just clicking on this option of deposit, then providing the liquidity, then you are doing it quite wrong, as you are not aware of the price range of that particular liquidity. So it is quite necessary to ascertain the price range of that particular pool so you can actually check whether your liquidity will stay in the range or not. So in order to check it out, you can check out the price chart of that particular pool on that platform itself. If it is not there, then you can also open up DEX Screener, and over here you can find the charts for various pools. Moreover, there are various blockchains are available as well. So suppose you wanted to provide liquidity for a particular pair on Aerodrome Finance, which is based on the base blockchain, then you can simply check out the liquidity pool first, and after that you can open up DEX Screener, and over here you can simply select the option of base. Then you can search for any particular pool. Suppose we wanted to provide the liquidity in wrapped Ethereum and Nomelio pool, then we will select the Nomelio over here. But make sure that you select it quite wisely, as we are talking about base, but we are also talking about Aerodrome Finance. So you can see this icon over here and it belongs to Uniswap. That's why we need to select this particular chart quite carefully. We can also check the pair pool over here and match it with the respective pool on the Aerodrome Finance. And here you can see that the pool address can be seen by hovering around your cursor on this particular icon, and you can see that it has BC 119 at the end. For the pool address, we will simply open up DEX Screener, and here we can see that 119 is here at the end for the pool address over here. So we will select it, and this is the correct one. Now you can change this particular chart to 4-hour or daily according to your needs and requirements. And currently, if you wanted to get into the pool for this particular pair, then suppose you get into this pool at this price. What if the price decreases and it gets into the earlier range? That's why the entry point is quite necessary, so you remain in the range for a longer duration and earn all the fees generated during that particular range. Like over here, if someone got into the pool at this price at this particular point of time, they would be out of the range just in a while, and if they waited and got into the pool at this price level, then they would be in the range for a longer duration and would earn even more. So there will be less chances of getting out of the range, and hence you will be able to minimize your impermanent loss while earning the incentives. Now the second way to avoid impermanent loss is through investing in the stable pools. You can find out the stable pool category on each of the platforms where you invest. Suppose if you are doing it on Aerodrome Finance, you would be able to find it quite easily. Simply select stable over here. Now explore all the pools in this particular category and check out which one suits your needs. And this way you would be able to invest in these pools and earn a limited APR, which will not be as high as compared to the earlier ones which are not so stable, but you will be able to save yourself from impermanent loss. Now for the third way, make sure that you invest in correlated pairs. This will save you from impermanent loss, and one of the way to find out the correlation between different assets that you choose is through DeFi Llama. You can simply open up DeFi Llama. On DeFi Llama, you would be able to explore this correlations matrix, and here you can add different pairs according to your needs and requirements. Simply type that particular asset's name over here and you would be able to add it quite easily. Now here you also get 3 different time frames on the top: 7-day, 1 month and 1 year. Here you can see that correlation is quite high in the 7-day time frame because the whole market was going up. This is why the correlation was high. But what if the market is in a range and is going down? Then the correlation will be different, and we can see it quite clearly over here. As we increase the time frame, the correlation gets down for some of the pairs. Like for the wrapped ETH and Pepe coin, you can see that it is 0.78, which is quite good, as the maximum correlation is just 1. So 0.78 is quite high, and for some other pairs like the Prime Acalian, it is 0.2, which is quite low, and you should avoid getting into a liquidity pool consisting of Prime and wrapped Ethereum in a 1 month time frame. And this is how you would be able to get into the highly correlated pairs and earn the good fees and also stay in the range for a longer duration. So this way you would be able to avoid the impermanent loss. If we increase it to 1 year time frame, then you can see that it is even getting red. So this is why it is quite recommended for you to use correlation metrics. Now for the fourth way to avoid impermanent loss is by choosing your range quite carefully. The longer your range is while providing liquidity, the better for you, as your liquidity will get divided in that particular range evenly, and this way you would be able to avoid impermanent loss. Even if one of the asset goes like quite crazy and the other one stays for a while, still you would be getting the incentives from that particular pool, as you would still be in the range. Now you can see over here that the current price is almost on the edge of my range, but I have been in this particular range since the day I created this position in this particular pool, and I have never gotten out of range on this. Even if you get out of the range, just wait for a while, like 24 hours is minimum to wait, and if the price is still out of your range, then you can rebalance. But it is advisable to not rebalance quite often, as it will take up your investments and give you impermanent loss forever. So in order to avoid the situation of rebalancing, it is quite better to keep your range quite wide so you don't face the rebalancing in the first place. Now for the fifth way, if you want to avoid the impermanent loss, then you can simply invest in the pools which are giving the highest returns out there in the market. You can explore different ecosystems in order to find out the highest yields. Like you can go on Base, Avalanche, you can go on Solana as well, you can go in Sui. So there are various ecosystems there you can go and explore and check out which one is giving the highest returns. So even if there is an impermanent loss, you are able to cover that loss using the incentives from that particular liquidity. And this way, even if you keep your ranges quite small and rebalance quite often, you would still be earning enough money to not just cover up the impermanent loss but also make some profits. Like on Aerodrome Finance, you can go to active pools and over here click on APR. So this way you would be able to find the pairs with the highest APRs, but make sure that you check out whether that particular pair is quite good or not. We know the various ways you can check the correlation. If it is correlated, then it is quite great. If it is not, then check out whether it is correlated in a short period of time or not. If it is highly correlated in short period, then it is good that you just invest for a short period of time, and after that just get out of that pool and make enough money from that particular pool so the impermanent loss doesn't burn you that much. I hope this video was helpful, and if you want to see more such helpful videos, make sure to hit that subscribe button and also make sure to turn the notifications on, so next time we upload any video you get the notifications, and don't forget to smash that like button.